Alright, welcome back everybody. Today we're going to be taking a look at 4 decades of He-Man in action figure form. Super cool, the 40th anniversary 4-pack of He-Man. I know that it's just a box, right? And unless you're an in-box collector, which I'm not, it's just a box, right? But this is a gorgeous box. You know, it's styled like if it were a TV, so it has that plastic cover. This is supposed to be kind of like a cartoon graphic there on your screen. You have variations of Skeletor across the different cartoons over the ages. He-Man over the ages also. Really, really nice. Even Battle Cat and Panther, you know, so very, very cool. Let's take a look at the other parts of the box. So our TV is very metallic all around. On the other side, 82 to 22. Very nice. Interesting, we have an arrow pointing to before 82 and after 22. So that's just interesting, caught my attention. Not much to see on the top of the box. On the other side of the box, it has the 40th anniversary emblem. So the sleeve for the front of the TV box, or the box TV. And we have a quick reveal of He-Man through the ages, the Netflix series He-Man. We have the Masters of the Universe, the 2000X version. We have the Masters of the Universe original run of the cartoon. And then we also have the New Adventures of He-Man here at the bottom. So really, really nice. Absent, notably, is the adult Netflix series He-Man. And I'm just wondering why that is the case. You know, technically it is a cartoon and it is Masters of the Universe. So I'm not sure why it's not represented here. Just curious on that. All right, let's get each of these individual boxes out. All right, I tried to fit them all in the frame for us. This was one of my most anticipated figs in the Origin scale when I saw this set because it's the Filmation He-Man. And how cool is that? You know, the Super 7 styled He-Man, but in Origins. And obviously, of course, it is styled after the cartoon. And then the second most anticipated in the 4-pack for me was the Cgi Cartoon He-Man. I was excited to get him in the Origins line. Really cool, and I'm totally digging these two guys also, but these two felt new and fresh to me. Very, very nice. So for those of you that are wondering what this Motu guide stuff is about, back in the day, there used to be a book that used to come out in the stores and we used to get it. It was called TV Guide, and it used to tell us what was on TV, you know, for a week or so. And that was thebomb.com. So each of these, if we turn them around, has kind of like a what to watch on TV itinerary. And as we can see, most of the programming is from 7:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday mornings. Here we have 8 to 12:55 for some reason. I'm not sure what's up with that. And over here we have 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. And we have the different graphic on the bottom for each of the cartoons. And it tells us a brief synopsis of the programming for the day. Fabulous secret powers revealed. He-Man battles the evil forces of Skeletor to save planet Eternia. For New Adventures, we have good against evil. The battle continues. He-Man defends the futuristic planet Primus from the evil mutants. And then over here we have by the power of Grayskull, young Prince Adam gains the power of He-Man to defend Castle Grayskull. And you'll notice that they're all starring Prince Adam. And last but not least, we have the power! Eternius Prince Adam discovers the power of Grayskull and transforms into He-Man. And then at the top, you have like a little blurb, a make-believe blurb of what you might see on TV. At 8 a.m., Good Morning Eternia. At 9 a.m., Cringer's Cartoon Corner. At 11:45, Land Shark Tank. And each of the itineraries are different, you know? So 9 a.m. here is Cringer's Cartoon Corner. And then 9 a.m. here is the Trollins cartoon. And 9 a.m. here is Grayskull Greats. So some variances, very, very nice cards. Again, they're just boxes, I get it, but they really do look beautiful, you know? They really, really do look beautiful for on-card collectors or even people that want to get creative and use these backgrounds for displays. This is a beautiful, beautiful set. It really, really is. So the boxes slide right off of the figures. I have the power. Every layer of the packaging of these figures, it seems to be for display. The TV box, the box sleeves that we just removed, and even the cards are sitting inside of plastic that is thicker than the traditional plastic on action figure cards, and it is part of a sleeve that can just be removed. These are unpunched, unmarked cards. And on the reverse side, we've got He-Man. I mean, how beautiful is that? Right? With the lightning. Looks so much like the cartoon, you know? Beautiful stuff. And my point being that this is intended purely for display. You know, to take your figure out, check them out, and then box them again. If I wanted to switch it up, I could have my He-Man here with the back looking like Castle Grayskull. So I've got some options for display there. Flip it back around to the exploding red rocks there. And this is just a great touch, giving it this removable sleeve. And it gives the figure kind of like a more premium feel. Even resting the figure on a table like this isn't damaging the card because of these thick plastic tabs at the bottom that the card rests on. So just great attention to detail there. Next up, close look at the art here on New Adventures He-Man. Beautiful, beautiful, vibrant colors. Totally digging it. Wow. 2000X, wow. Man. So awesome, man. He-Man, 40 years. Wow, man. I have the power. I like this more mature look here for this CGI cartoon He-Man. Check that out. Very cool, man. Let's get the figures out. Let's check them out, and then we'll do some comparisons. All right, immediate impressions out of the packages. Damn, man, not again. Another defect. This is the second figure that I get from Mattel Creations that has a defect like this. Again, I have another right limb on the left side of the body. And now I know people are going to say, oh, it's not a big problem. You can fix it yourself. But I shouldn't have to do that. You know, these things are not free, certainly, and they're not cheap. And like, damn. And then on top of it, it's my favorite one in the set. I was just saying that I was looking forward to the most this figure in the entire set. But anyway, other than that, let me not kill the vibe. We've got a lot of really awesome stuff going on with these figures, so let's check them out. My second most anticipated fig was the new He-Man CGI cartoon from Netflix, and having him in hand, he does not disappoint. He looks absolutely great in this vintage stylized origin form. And you see the brilliant vac metal on his sword there. And it is on a peg that fits in a slot so that he can carry the sword. Very, very nice. He looks absolutely great, in my opinion, in his first Origins iteration. This armor piece does come off. You can attach it back there, as does this loin piece, which is interesting, right? A removable loin piece for He-Man. Very nice, all the way down to the boots. I love all of this tribal all over him. Very, very cool, man. Next up, I guess in my personal favorites order, we have the 2000X He-Man, and he is the most heavily armored and heavily adorned He-Man in the bunch. He's got the brilliant, shining vac metal double-sided axe with some really nice metallic coloring. Nice touches there, call back to 2000X. We've got the vac metal on the shield. Vac metal with the metallic green on the power sword. I mean, so this He-Man is absolutely rocking. We've got metallic paint on his belt, on the chest armor plate. Super cool. And thankfully, both of these figures have all their body parts on the right sides. All right, and my least anticipated fig from the bunch, but still excited to have him, the New Adventures He-Man. Vac metal sword, gold vac metal on the shield. And I never saw the cartoon growing up, never really knew about these particular toys growing up. So I was excited to have a version of him in this standard Origins form. Really, really cool. All his body parts are on the right side. All right, and let's take an objective look at my favorite and most anticipated in the 4-pack, the Filmation He-Man. The traditional cross for He-Man. Then on the back, we have the awesome shining vac metal power sword and a massive sheath, which is not soft. Very cool. And of course, the armor is removable on all of our He-Men. All right, let's get them into an action pose and let's do our comparison.
By the power of Grayskull.
Super cool. I noticed checking each of them out that for whatever reason, none of them have a vertical hinge in the power sword holding hand. And I don't know that I'd noticed that previously in the Origins line. We are going to look at a quick comparison, and I'll bring out for that the retro head portrait Origins He-Man. And this one also has the horizontal hinge. You know, so interesting note on that. And I just wonder why. Things that make you go, All right, and looking at our two He-Men, one positive that I'm noticing, if I don't hear back from Mattel, is that the paint match coloring here seems to be so similar that I should have an easy job of just swapping out the shoulder and bicep piece here and swapping in another one. But I shouldn't have to replace and repair a brand new fig right out of the box, you know? All right, let's go ahead and do a quick comparison for today. All right, and let's make a connection from the vintage to the new, and I'll bring out the Masterverse Revelation He-Man. We can get him standing back here. I'll also bring out the new Eternius He-Man and get him in there. And last but not least, I'll bring in the 40th anniversary He-Man. There we go, just to give us a screen full of He-Man. Super cool. I love the set. I'm not happy about having that defect there right out of the box, but this was a lot of fun, and man, it's been a great ride the last 2 years or so between Origins and Revelation and everything going on with He-Man, Mondo, and Mythic Legions tributes and all kind of stuff. Awesome, fabulous time to be a collector and an amazing time to be a Motu collector. As always, everybody, this was so much fun to share with you guys, and I hope you're able to keep coming back and share some experiences too. Until next time.
You have the power!